in the shadow of an old oak tree where the creek sings lullabies. There's a cabin with its porch worn down under vast unending skies. She danced through the threshold laughing with eyes so wild and wise. Every corner of that place whispers where my heart lies. Memory closed her eyes there beneath the starlit plains. Echoes of her laughter mingling with the rains. My love's gone with the dusk on a breeze that never dies. In the silence of this wild land, memory closed her eyes. Where the gravel roads run empty, I wander and I roam. Each sunset's a reminder her heart was once my home. But the trails all seem to fade now, like the truths we never told. In her scarf that smells of summer, I find it's just the cold. Memory closed her eyes there beneath the starlit plains. Echoes of her laughter mingling with the rains. My love's gone with the dusk on a breeze that never dies. In the silence of this wild land, memory closed her eyes. I've walked these lands alone, so tracing trails she left in dust. All that's left is a whisper, tangled in the winds I trust. If love is measured in the miles or the tears that we must hide, then I've loved her by the mountains where my broken dreams reside. Memory closed her eyes in the heartache of the night. I wear this worn out saddle and hold on to the light. Though the world keeps spinning onward, in her gaze I'm paralyzed. As the stars look down in sorrow, memory closed her eyes. As the stars look down in sorrow, memory closed her eyes.
Out where the oak tree shadow lays long, by the creek where the wild winds have blown, I carved two hearts, yours and mine, in the bark, where whispers stay hidden neath stars stark. Footprints fade where we danced unshaken, on that porch by the hills God-forsaken. Storm burns like my heart tonight in the cold empty cabin's fading light. Your scarf in my hand, scent worn thin as the dust hushes the ghost of your grin. How the rain recalls every farewell in the whispering wind. I still dwell. Time turned those gravel roads grew wide. The quiet town slept as something inside me died. Old laughter haunts the saloon's creaking floors, echoes of steps that aren't ours anymore. That old saddle now just gathers dust, like the memories succumbing to rust. Storm burns like my heart tonight in the cold empty cabin still dwell. Underneath the vast indigo skies, I reckon each star mirrors your eyes. The trails we blaze, now overgrown in the wilderness, I roam alone. Storm burns and I'm still reaching out through the shadows of doubt, the route of our old route. May the horizon where sunsets bleed hold you close, far beyond my meager creed. Every twilight, your absence I mourn in the silence after the storm. I still dwell. I still dwell. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the earth holds secrets deep, there's a cabin with its door swung wide, ghost of your scarf left behind. We watch the sun kiss the mountains, and on that porch our hearts we'd mend. But now the wind whispers through an empty room, where once danced our laughter, now just gloom. Old trails fade neath autumn's red, every sunset an echo of what the empty bed forgot. Gravel roads where our dreams took flight, underneath that vast starlight. Your sweet voice in the evening chill, now just a silence time won't fill. These wandering boots scuff lonesome tracks through quiet towns that can't bring you back. And the wind whispers through an empty room, where once danced our laughter, now just gloom. Old trails fade neath autumn's red, every sunset an echo of what the empty bed forgot. Now every raindrop writes your name across my dusty window pane. In every storm, in each twilight, I search for you in the fading light. Still the wind whispers through an empty room, where our love's dust settles in the gloom. And as trails vanish in sunset's red, I hold on to memories that even an empty bed forgot. As the sun dips low and shadows stretch, this cowboy sings heart open, forever etched.
By the oak tree we swore forever, under skies so white and blue. Your scarf in the breeze like a promise, a dance of red against the hue. In a town where dreams whisper gently, on old porches our love knew. But the road called like a lonesome freight train, and my heart, it just withdrew. This hat hides my eyes, sunset stain their colors on memories I can't forget. Empty cabins by the roadside where our whispers still collide. In the silence of these plains, it's your voice that's my guide. Now the gravel roads stretch out like tendrils, reaching places where shadows lay, and the dust kicks up with my sorrows, paving trails of ash and gray, where the laughter echoed softly, now only echoes of your sway. By the creek bed under starlit heavens, I lost you along the way. This hat hides my eyes, shadow deep with old regret. The sunsets paint their sorrows on a love I can't reset. Empty cabins, doors still creaking, with our tales there intertwined. In the whispers of the wind, it's your touch I find. The saddle's worn, the leather cracked, just like the lines around my eyes. Each wrinkle a story, a path not taken of these endless aching skies. I wonder if the rain remembers the taste of tears I've cried for you. A downpour on this heartland, each drop of memory passing through. This hat hides my eye, shadow deep with old regret. The sunsets bleed their aching light on a past that haunts me yet. In every dusty mirror, your absence fiercely clings. But in the quiet of this wandering life, I still hear you sing. Oh, in the hollows of my heart, your love, a ghostly lingering sting.
On the edge of a prairie, where the tall oak tree stands, I met you in the glow of June under star-stitched bands. Your scarf had danced a silent waltz on the breath of the plains. By the lantern's light on that porch, love declared its claims. Lantern echoes in the wind, calling out your name. Whispers haunt these empty trails where once we laid our claim. Sunset's fire burns the sky, but cold's the heart so flame. Lost in echoes my soul rides, bound in love's own chain. The oak's now bent under time's relentless rain. That old wooden porch has succumbed to the rain. Your laughter once filled the valleys, now it's just the wind, sweeping through the ghost town of our dreams thin. Lantern echoes in the wind, calling out your name. Whispers haunt these empty trails where once we laid our claim. Sunset's fire burns the sky, but cold's the heart's old flame. Lost in echoes my soul rides, bound in love's own chain. In the dust of the gravel road, under boots worn and frayed, I wander with these memories through the sunlight and the shade. Each echo a reminder of what can't be unchanged. A cowboy's heart forever roams, but always stays unchained. Lantern echoes fading soft as the night claims the land. I'm a shadow riding solo with your memory in hand. Though the heart may wander and the soul must roam, in the echoes of our lantern light I'll forever find my home. Lantern echoes, lantern echoes, a cowboy's lonesome serenade.
Underneath the oak where the wild wind sighed, she laughed, weaving dreams neath the boundless sky. Her scarf caught the breeze like a farewell wave on that old wooden porch where my heart she gave. The prairies sang somber its hymns through the ride, in the town where the rain closed her eyes. Oh, the rain, my old friend, tell me what do you see in the trails washed away in the whispering trees? Did you weep just for her or for me in my plight, as the land holds her close on this cold, starless night? Now the cabin stands empty, the hearthstone's grown cold, gravel roads lead to memories too precious to hold. The saddle lies vacant, the bridle's gone stiff, every sunset paints shadows and widens the rift. Where laughter once echoed, now only time flies, in the town where the rain closed her eyes. Oh, the rain, my old friend, tell me what do you see in the trails washed away in the whispering trees? Did you weep just for her or for me in my plight, as the land holds her close on this cold, starless night? By the oak now I linger, a ghost in her stead, hand in the dust where our old dreams lie dead. But the rain speaks in riddles and the wind only moans of a cowboy who wanders yet never atones. So the rain keep on falling, blur the paths that I've roamed, hide the tears on my face as I wander alone. For the love that was lost and the peace I can't find in the town where the rain closed her eyes. Yes, the town where the rain closed her eyes.
In the shadow of the mighty oaks on Carson's Ridge we lay, where the whispers of the aspen leaves would dance and softly sway. Your scarf a splash of crimson against the endless prairie dust. There beneath the endless sky, you spoke of love and trust. All the goodbye letter flew with winds across the wild. Beneath the setting sun where once you smiled. Every whisper in the breeze feels cold and ever blue. With every sunset, I'm losing parts of you. Years have worn the wooden boards of that porch where we stood. The gravel roads are overgrown where once our cabin stood. That trail where we once walked now fades beneath the snow. Like the warmth of your hand in mine a lifetime ago. Yes, the goodbye letter flew with winds across the wild. Beneath the setting sun where once you smiled. Now every whisper in the breeze feels cold and ever blue. With every sunset, I'm losing parts of you. Town to town, a shadow in the rain. Each droplet mirrors memories, each thunder whispers pain. Perhaps in some sweet meadow our hearts will meet again. Until then I'll ride alone with sorrow as my friend. For the goodbye letter flew with winds across the wild, chasing horizons where once we laughed and smiled. Still every whisper in the breeze sings your name so true. Underneath the silver stars, I'm forever holding you. So I'll saddle up once more, ride towards the fading light, where the memories and the ghost trails unite. Goodbye letter flew with my love adieu, adieu. In the quiet heart of night, I'm still loving you.
In a dusty drawer in an empty room, a rusty locket lies beneath the moon. Inside a curl of golden hair takes me back to when she was there. Oak trees whispered on that old hill where the sun dipped low and time stood still. Oh, how the winds have turned so stern through whispering pines and dreams that yearn. This rusty locket of flame that yearns in the heart of a cowboy where sorrow burns. Each sunset bleeds like the tears she earned on that lonely ridge where memories churn. The wildflowers by the gravel road no longer bloom where our love once glowed. Her scarf caught on the old porch swing, now just a ghost of spring's sweet flame. The trails we rode have overgrown, paths we made are now dust and bone. Oh, how the winds have turned so stern through whispering pines and dreams that yearn. This rusty locket of flame that yearns in the heart of a cowboy where sorrow burns. Each sunset bleeds like the tears she earned on that lonely ridge
dance of light and gray. A cowboy's heart knows only the price to pay. Oh, how the winds have turned so stern through whispering pines and dreams that yearn. This rusty locket, a flame that yearns in the heart of a cowboy, where sorrow burns. Each sunset bleeds like the tears she earned on that lonely ridge, where memories churn. So I'll ride these lands under crown of thorn, past cabins empty and fields forlorn, with a rusty locket and the burns it bears, carried deep within like a prayer in the air.
Started writing your name again on this page where all goodbyes begin. No, I won't knock on your door tonight. I've lost that war and that's alright. You've moved on like the seasons do, and I'm still stuck in thoughts of you. But this ain't a plea or some sad song, just a note to say it's been too long. This is the letter I'll never send, folded tight with words that bend. I won't disrupt your life with pain, won't stir the ashes, won't curse the rain. I just had to write, to breathe, to mend. So here it is, the letter I'll never send. Wore my shirt that one July. It smelled like smoke and cherry pie. I keep it tucked in my old drawer, beside the words I should have said more. You said one day you'll understand. Well, I don't, but I let go your hand. Love ain't always meant to stay, but it don't just pack its bags and fade. This is the letter I'll never send. No stamp, no tears to recommend. I won't chase what's gone to ground, won't beg a ghost to stick around. I loved you true, I love to the end. But this is it, the letter I'll never send. If you ever miss my name, just know I never spoke in vain. This is the letter I'll never send, left in a drawer that time won't bend. I'll sign it once and then I'll burn these words that ache, this heart that yearns. I loved you loud, I'll leave you in pen. Goodbye, my love, from the letter I'll never send.
Out where the oak tree shadows lie deep, I found her scarf, faded red, left to keep under that old sky where our dreams used to fly. By the dusty trail where boots closed her eyes, we carved our names in the bark, wild and free, promises whispered soft as the breeze. She laughed under moonlit canvases wide.
now nothing but echoes where her laughter once thrived. Oh, Boots closed her eyes on that lonesome ridge high, where the sun sinks its sorrow into twilight's goodbye. And these trails they win like the tears I've denied. Since Boots closed her eyes, since Boots closed her eyes. There's an old porch swing swaying, untouched and alone, like the heart in my chest. It creaks and it moans. Where we used to sit, the world seemed just right. Now it's just shadows stretching long into the night. The gravel roads whisper with each step I tread, speaking of days gone and the love that they bled. Her memory is a ghost town, a story gone cold, in a cabin of silence where truth remain untold. Oh, Boots closed her eyes on that lonesome ridge high, where the sun sinks its sorrow into twilight's goodbye. And these trails they wind like the tears I've denied. Since Boots closed her eyes, since Boots closed her eyes. And I wander these hills like a spirit in flight, chasing shadows and dust from the morning till night. But her whispers a wind I'll never outrun, a part of the land, the moon and the sun. So Boots closed her eyes, and I bid my farewells to the dreams we once chased through these valleys and dales. May the stars hold her softly, may the prairie sing wide, while Boots sleeps beneath them, and I keep the ride. Since Boots closed her eyes, since Boots closed her eyes. Oh, since Boots closed her eyes, my heart never flies, just circles above where our old love lies. Since Boots closed her eyes, since Boots closed her eyes. In the cradle of the valley, where the oak trees touch the skies, lies a cabin made of memories, where my heart forever lies. The porch still holds her laughter in the creaks of weathered wood, where we watched the endless sunset, a promise understood. His shadow closed her eyes beneath the weeping willow's cries, where whispers of the prairie wind speak of days gone by. In the silence of the twilight, with the stars so sadly eyed, his shadow closed her eyes, and the dreams of love denied. Now the road is dressed in gravel, stretching past the forgotten miles, each stone a tale of distance between the sorrows and the smiles. The scarf she left behind on the saddle lay so cold, a fragment of a dance in the dust that turns to gold. His shadow closed her eyes beneath the weeping willow's cries, where whispers of the prairie wind speak of days gone by. In the silence of the twilight,
with the stars so sadly eyed. His shadow closed her eyes, and the dreams of love denied. By the riverside I wander, where the waters meet the bend. Her reflection in the ripples, my companion, my old friend. With every step a whisper from the past that can't unwind. Her echo in the canyon, a love I'll never find. His shadow closed her eyes, beneath the weeping willows cries, where whispers of the prairie wind mourn the quick goodbyes. In the silence of the twilight, with the stars so sadly eyed, his shadow closed her eyes on the heart that's tried and tried. So I ride beneath the moonlight, where her laughter met my sins. A cowboy with his memories, where the old love never wins. The trails may fade in shadows, but her touch I'll never lose. As his shadow closed her eyes to the life I did not choose. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, under the whispers of the prairie song, sparrow listen on a wire, old and frayed, to the size of my heart like a serenade. By the dusty cabin where we once danced, where love was born in a fleeting glance. Oh, the winds they change, as do hearts, and sparrows fly where morning starts. But my soul's tethered to that porch of pine, under stars where your hand slipped from mine. Sparrow listened as we said goodbye. The sunset wept in a crimson sky. Gravel roads now less traveled by, creek beds dry where we used to lie. An old scarf clings to a branch turned gray, like the color of skies on a stormy day. Echoes of laughter, the shutters slam, silence fills the air as the door frame jams. Oh, the winds they change, as do hearts, and sparrows soar where morning starts. But my soul's tethered to that porch of pine, under stars where your hand slipped from mine. Sparrow listened as we said goodbye. The sunset wept in a crimson sky. Fading trails, the hoof prints disappear, just like us, swallowed by the years. A lone saddle, resting by the shed, memories of you dancing in my head. Sparrow flies, but the story's told in the whispering wind, so raw, so cold. They know of lost love's cost, and sparrows find all that we have lost. Still my soul's tethered to that porch of pine, under stars where forever seemed fine. Sparrow listened, oh sparrow knows, in the quiet towns where the heartache grows. By the fading light where shadows play, I'll sit and wait for the break of day.
out where the oak tree casts long shadows on a dusty cobblestone maze. There's a cabin with a porch that's weathered every storm, every sun-baked day. She laughed there soft like the summer rain, echoing across the plains where wildflowers sway. Her laugh listened to my heart's quiet song, in a world where right often loses to wrong. The sunset weaves through the sky's vast quilt. Her laughter's the home these memories build. Now the gravel roads stretch empty, the town's old laughter a whispered ghost. That oak tree's older heart carved deeply, names fading, love's boast now lost most. The scent of pine, the dust on my boots, every step away from her, my roots. Her laugh listened to my heart's quiet song, in a world where right often loses to wrong. The sunset's embers die in the chill, her laughter's the ghost these hills still feel. Under the vast starlit dome I roam, each star a memory, the sky her tone. Rivers wander, but to the sea they know, like my heart to her laugh forever it goes. Listened, oh how it knew the ties that bind the pain of the true. As night flames the colors from the sky's last light, her laughter's the echo in the winds of the night. Underneath the old oak shade, where our dreams first found their feet,
We carved our names, wild and free, in the heart of a summer's heat. Your scarf had danced upon the breeze, like a soft and subtle plea, in that dusty town where the wagon stood, but now it's just a memory. Oh, the wagon walked away with the sunset in its wheels, leaving shadows long and gray, and this heart that never heals. Every gravel road whispers your name through the whispers of the trees. The wagon walked away, my love, and took all my dreams. Now the porch swings alone, the echoes of your laughter gone. The saddles gather dust where our tales were spun from dusk till dawn. The cabin stands empty where once the candlelight warmly played. On the trail we walk, now just a fading jade and lonely shade. Yes, the wagon walked away with the sunset in its wheels, leaving shadows long and gray, and this heart that never heals. Every gravel road whispers your name through the silence of the breeze. The wagon walked away, my love, and left me on my knees. In the hush of the rain, I feel you close like whispers of the past. Every drop of memory's ghost in a love that couldn't last. I roam these wild lands beneath skies vast and deep, searching for my heart in the promises you couldn't keep. So the wagon walked away under skies turning bleak. My tears mixed with the dust in the words I cannot speak. Every sunset burns red like the scars you left behind. The wagon walked away, my love, and peace I cannot find. The screen fades to the cowboy, silhouette against the fading light. Hat low as the last note of his ballad drifts into the twilight. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild river bends, I first saw her silhouette as the daylight met its end. She wore a scarf of crimson against the winter's bite. Beneath that ancient oak, we found love and fading light. Now the trails turn cold where we once walked bold, and the oak leaves whisper secrets in the wind. So my heart a lonesome saddle, no rider to hold on that lost trail turned cold. Oh, that lost trail turned cold. Years passed like the dust kicked up by roaming steeds. The town we love now, shadows overtaken by the weeds. Her laughter once filled every corner of the saloon, now just echoes across the barroom under a mournful moon. And the trails turn cold where we danced untold, past the old porch creaking, tales now never told. My dreams like rivers run, but never as bold. On that lost trail turned cold. Oh, that lost trail turned cold. On a gravel road I wander each step a memory fading like the sunset's last ray. What's lost is never found as the night claims the gold in the heart of a cowboy where his tale is slowly told. So the trails turn cold, my love story's sold to the whispering pines in the night so bitterly cold. I ride along the story of love, oh, on that lost trail turn cold, forever lost trail turn cold. And the dust settles soft on the path I once rode, where memories like rain in my soul ever flowed. Goodbye, sweet love, your tale forever told on that lost trail turn cold, that forever lost trail turn cold.
Down by the creek, where the willow weeps and moans, I found an old scarf, your color lost and alone, tangled in the brush, like my fingers through your hair, in that empty bed by the window, where we laid our love bare. Oh, how the whispering wind sings of you low and sad, carrying tales of what we had to the stars up above. Each night I roam under skies vast and deep, with an empty bed drifting in dreams where you still sleep. Once there was laughter in the dust of that old porch. Now it's just footprints faded where we used to hold a torch. The oak tree stands witness to the vow softly spoken. Now I ride these trails alone with a heart forever broken. Oh, how the whispering wind sings of you low and sad, carrying tales of what we had to the stars up above. Each night I roam under skies vast and deep, with an empty bed drifting in dreams where you still sleep. In the saddle I found solace under the free and roving sun, but at the fall of dust your shadow comes undone. Riding past our empty cabin on that gravel road to nowhere, I reckon love's a journey with its share of wear and tear. Oh, how the whispering wind sings of you low and sad, carrying tales of what we had and the pain of letting go. Each night I roam under skies vast and deep, with an empty bed drifting away from dreams I can't keep. So I'll ride till the sun dips and the plains call me to rest in the heart of the valley where we once loved best. And though this bed is empty and the trail's end is nigh, in the whispers of the prairie I find your soft sigh. in the shadow of the oak tree, where the river bends and sighs. Your laughter hung on the summer breeze, 'neath endless azure skies. We carved our names within the bark, a vow in whispered tones, now just a ghost upon the wind through empty cabins' moans. And smile waits at the porch where we used to sit. The sun dips low, paints your shadow beside it. Every gravel road, every sunset glows, takes me back to you. And smile waits, it knows. Years have worn the saddle where you once sat close to me. Trails grown over dreams like dust, lost to eternity. The scarf you left still smells of rain, of storms we used to chase. Fading trails and twilight's grass, a love I can't replace. And smile waits at the porch where we used to sit. The sun dips low, paints your shadow beside it. Every gravel road, every sunset glows, takes me back to you. And smile waits, it knows. By the crackling fire's light, I see your dancing grace, a solitary figure now in our once cherished space. The whisper of the river is a lonesome serenade. I wonder if you hear it too, across the choices made. So smile waits at the porch where we used to sit. The sun dips low, erases shadows bit by bit on every lonesome road where the cold wind blows. I'll remember you where smile waits and love grows. Yeah, smile waits and my heart it knows.
Out where the oak trees shadow old forgotten trails, I first saw her by the creek with her bucket pails. Silver laughter in the wind, scarf dancing free. Underneath that willow tree, she smiled at me. Her eyes like the flicker of a campfire's light, guiding my lonesome heart through the blackest night. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, like initials set in wood where the wild winds blow. Every sunset paints her face on the canvas sky, but it's her absence fills the plains where my memories lie. Years rolled like tumbleweeds past the porch where we stood. That old house now creaks with secrets of the wood. Satellites dusty, my boots worn thin with Rome. The trail's grown over where we once dreamed of home. Her scarf caught on a bramble, faded now and torn. whispers to the prairie grass of love forlorn. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, like initials set in wood where the wild winds blow. Every raindrop writes her name in the thirsty ground, but it's her silence fills the air, a haunting sound. By the lantern's pale glow on this empty cabin floor, I trace the lines of time and unlock yesteryear's door. A single teardrop mingles with the ink on this page as I write of love once vibrant, now turned sage. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, carved so deep no seasons can its mark console. And as the stars witness my heart's quiet plea, in every dusty sunset her smile's all I see. Her smile, oh her smile, carved eternally.
In the shadow of an oak where the wild daisy's thrown, beneath the boundless dome where the quiet rivers run, there once swayed a swing, ropes weathered by the sun, where laughter bloomed like spring. Oh, the days when we were young. But now the swing's at rest, no more to sway inside, underneath that ancient oak where part of my heart did die. Each creaking sound it made like a lonesome whispered cry. The swing died young, my love, beneath that endless sky. The town's a whispered ghost, its streets bathed in the dusk, porches empty, curtains drawn, in the silence dreams do rust. That old scarf you left behind, now a relic of our trust, turned to dust like the roads we rode, surrendered to the gust. But now the swing's at rest, no more to sway inside, underneath that ancient oak where all our dreams did lie. Each creaking sound it made like a farewell, soft and shy. The swing died young, my dear, and sometimes so do I. Oh, how the prairie sings in tones so bittersweet of every tender night, and every heart's defeat in the folds of fading light. Where memories and sorrows meet, I find the echoes of our love in every shadow I grieve. Yes, the swing's at rest, no more to sway inside, underneath that ancient oak I come to sit and cry. Each whispered windswept tale tells of the time gone by. The swing died young, my love, and love neither can I. The swing died young, my love, beneath that vast old sky.
oak tree where our initials lay. I remember how the sunset painted skies a mournful gray. Your scarf would dance to lovers' waltz caught on a western breeze, as your words fell softly like the autumn's withered leaves. Her goodbye listened quiet like the dust on an old town road, where memories whisper through the cracks of what we once called home. A saddle left untouched, a porch now bare, shadows long and twisted in the silence of fading trails. Her goodbye listened. The cabin by the creek now stands as empty as my heart. Gravel roads once traveled feel endlessly apart. The laughter we shared lost in winds that sweep through lonely pines. Our dreams like fallen leaves scattered over time. Her goodbye listened, echoing neath the vast and starry skies. A haunting tune over hills where the lonely coyote cries. An echo off the mountains through valleys deep and misted in the hush of night. Her goodbye listened. Now every sunset's just a memory's fading light, and every star above a tear from that last night. If love is like a river, mine's run cold beneath the frost, in the chilling breeze where all but sorrow's lost. Her goodbye listened, so did I, to the end of an age-old song. The heart knows what the heart needs and where it truly belongs. With her scarf in my pocket and her memory ever twisted underneath the gnarled oak, her goodbye listen. In this ballad, the use of sensory details and symbolic objects weaves a tapestry of loss and memory, echoing a deep personal connection to the past through the physical landscape of a Western setting.